Our next inductee started his career in boxing as a fighter, but his accomplishments in making fights happen stand him out among his peers. He embarked on a professional career in 1976. He fought for a Florida State title before hanging up the gloves after 27 pro bouts. Then he began his career as a promoter and a matchmaker. He's been honored several times for his Friday night amateur series in Pembroke Pines. In addition to his local promotions, he's put together cards in 36 states and throughout the world, including Japan, Canada, the Cayman Islands, the Bahamas, Puerto Rico, and Germany. One of the high points in his career was serving as matchmaker for a championship bout between Lennox Lewis and South Florida's very own Phil Jackson. That was in England. Among his many honors, he was voted Promoter of the Year 3 times by the Florida Gold Coast Boxing Association. It is my honor to welcome to the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame class of 2011, matchmaker Tommy Torrino.
Well, thank you, everybody. Butch, the selection committee for the Hall of Fame. It's a wonderful, wonderful honor to be here and see some friends that I haven't seen in years. Boxing was my whole life from the time I was a young man. And before I even talk about that, I'm going to be very, very brief. That song you just heard, I can't believe they found it. When we played football at MacArthur High School, we were the MacArthur Mustangs. This is in Hollywood, Florida, wedged somewhere between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. And because we were the Mustangs, the theme song was The Horse. And when Kathy called me and said, "What song do you want to play when you're coming up to receive your award?" First I thought, well, there's so much great music over the years, but you know what? I'm have a very, very sentimental spot in my heart from my old high school, which they supported me through boxing, and it's another whole story, but wasn't a lot of boxing going on in Hollywood back then. My dear friend who's here with me, Roger Pinckney, very, very successful businessman right now, came to me one day after my boxing career and said, "Want to do some promoting?" "What do you mean, want to do some promoting?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You know, we were fighters," and he said, "You know boxing pretty good." He said, "Let's put on some fights." And it was fun. We did that. I remember our first fight was at the Hollywood Armory in September 20th, 1977. Now, don't ask me my wife's birthday. I don't know it. But I remember my first fight show was September 20th, 1977. And we sold out, and we had a lot of fun doing it. When you're doing something with your friends and your family, as my friends up here on the panel have stated, without support of your family and friends, achievements that we've all been lucky enough to have done wouldn't be possible. But again, I want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting the Hall of Fame. I want to thank everyone involved in the selection committee that brought me up here. Your generosity is just overwhelming. And thank you all. God bless everybody.